And let's get it, man. All right, so it's OPV. I'm about to get into Chef G, Sleepy Hollow. Ooh, my bad. I'm about to get into Chef G, Sleepy Hollow, indicted for murder and shootings. Indicted means you got arrested, I think. I don't think that means you're like convicted. So let's get into it, man. This is from the Demon Cam. This is his video. I'm gonna try to remember to put the link, bro, but I'm pretty sure you type that bit in, you're gonna get him. So let's get into it. Let me make this John different right here. Boom. So y'all can see the video, you feel me? Let's get into it, man. I rock with Chef G music a lot and Sleepy Hollow. I actually believe that Sleepy Hollow is one of the top New York artists, like currently, at least for the last like few years. Few meaning the last 3. Just his numbers, bro, and his music's different, bro. He not on that same drill time that everybody else on, bro. Him and Chef G kind of got their lane on lock, but I also feel like they're the only ones in that lane in the first place to begin with. And it's not really a lane that anybody could go in because they flow in their melodic. So enough on that. Let's get into the proceedings.
Chef G became, Michael Williams is also known as Chef G. He became a prominent member of this gang and became central to our investigation, quite frankly, as his music career continued to shine. He established a record label, ultimately joining with Tegan Chambers. That record label had a deal with RCA Records, which is owned by Sony Music. And quite honestly, if you ask your children if they're listening to these guys, you'll hear Chef G and Tegan Chambers, Sleepy Hollow on their playlist. So these are fairly prominent musicians. What we allege and what we learned during the course of this investigation is that Chef G used a lot of the money that he earned to help facilitate further gang activity. He encouraged gang members.
See that right there? When you use the money that you got legally to fund illegal activities, that taints everything. They could freeze everything. You feel me? Like, he probably won't be able to tap into a lot of that money just off of that, just off the strength of that. So the goal right now of these of the prosecutors would be to prolong the trial enough to dry him up. If he don't got a lawyer that's really sticking with him, or if he didn't have no money set aside in like a trust or something, that lawyer not gonna keep getting paid. So damn, this is crazy.
To participate in violent crimes. Just a few days later, Chef G takes the shooters from this incident and some other gang members for a very lavish, expensive steak dinner where they celebrate the score against their rivals.
Williams is just one of 32 people charged with various counts of murder, attempted murder, conspiracy, and assault in an investigation that goes back nearly 3 years.
These are subjects that woke up and lived every single day with one objective, and that was to benefit the gang, gain clout for the gang. How do you do that? You shoot ops for the gang. And all this was done strictly to send a message of gang dominance.
No, I keep it real, baby. No, I keep it 100.
As rapper Chef G, Williams was a pioneer in what's known as drill, a dark, particularly aggressive genre of hip-hop that critics say glorifies gang violence and retribution. His videos...
That's the problem with New York, bro. All their news, all their people in government, they want to demonize drill so bad that, like, that song they just played ain't really even drill, bruh. That would be more R&B than anything. Like, it's soft, mellow, and chill, bruh. Oh, they're doing drill. It's a bad, illegal criminals. The only song they could really put that is like No Suburban, bro. All the other Chef G songs ain't they vibing, bro. They chilling. This reporter doing too much. But that's their agenda. They trying to actually ban drill completely. So you know, you gotta always remember that all these news people, they have an agenda. So
of gang dominance.
No, I keep it real, baby. No, I keep it 100.
As rapper Chef G, Williams was a pioneer in what's known as drill, a dark, particularly aggressive genre of hip-hop that critics say glorifies gang violence and retribution. His videos have been viewed hundreds of millions of times. Among those charged is Williams' protege, Tegan Chambers, known as Sleepy Hollow.
it's the protege for
Yet
me.
despite his fame and fortune, or perhaps because of it, investigators say Williams was willing to risk everything.
He's trending. He's making bones for himself. He has the respect of the entire neighborhood and is feared by others. And a lot of individuals let that dictate their actions. And they just cannot give up the gang life.
Now, if they're convicted, Williams and Chambers face up to 25 years in state prison. You know, they're charged in 12 shootings that injured 3 innocent bystanders.
What's good, yo? We back with another video. We got sad news coming out of Brooklyn. We got sad news for New York drill as a whole. Brooklyn drill rappers and pioneers of modern day New York drill, Chef G and Sleepy Hollow, have been indicted. And this is coming only a month before Chef G was supposed to be released, and only a couple months after Sleepy Hollow was released from prison. And without further ado, we're gonna get into the article. Brooklyn drill rapper Chef G offered gang members cash, jewelry for violence. A prominent Brooklyn drill rapper used his music career to fuel bloodshed in the borough by offering up cash and jewelry in exchange for acts of violence, prosecutors alleged Tuesday, as they announced a 140-count indictment against more than 24 gang members. Chef G was among 32 members of the 8 Crips and a...
Hey man, I ain't know. I thought he was just putting a compilation. Shout out to Demon Cam though. I didn't know he did like he does his own, what you call it, his own commentary to the video. So I'm probably not gonna be reacting too much to Demon Cam stuff, but I'm gonna see how it go. I'm rocking with him though. Let's see.
affiliate gang, the Nine Ways, hit with charges including second-degree murder, attempted murder, conspiracy, weapons possessions, assault, attempted assault, kidnapping, gang assault, and related raps, according to the Brooklyn District Attorney's Office. In quotations, instead of using his fame and fortune for the betterment of himself and his family and those close to him, we allege that he used that fame and fortune to elevate gang violence in Brooklyn. DA Eric Gonzalez said at a press conference announcing the takedown. Chef G, known as a leader in the Brooklyn drill movement, encouraged gun-fueled gang violence by offering incentives like money and expensive jewelry to his pals, prosecutors alleged. And 2 days after an October 21st, 2020 ambush by 8 Crips in rival Folk Nation territory that killed 1 and injured 5 others, they're talking about Sniper Blick, Chef G treated members of the 2 affiliate gangs to a lavish dinner at a Manhattan steakhouse to celebrate the shooting spree, the DA's office claimed. And y'all can see the narrative that they're trying to paint on Chef G, that he's some modern day mob boss telling people to go spit on his ops even though he's living good in New Jersey. And when they do it and they kill somebody on the other side, he's taking them out the steakhouse, he's getting them jewelry, getting them chains, he's getting them money from his record label. He's doing all that. He's not worried about his career at all. He's more worried about getting back on the ops. In quotations, Chef G is not a wannabe drill rapper, but, in quotations, a legitimate person who made it good, Gonzalez said, noting Chef G has gold records, a lot of money, and millions of monthly listeners, and over 100 million views on social media, as well as a very large rental house in Short Hills, New Jersey. The gang members were reveling over the murder of Folk Nation's Sniper Blick and the injuries of the other rivals from the call-on surveillance.
He keeps saying Sniper Blick, bro. It's Folk GD, bro. Like, it's that simple. But he trying to remain in context, so that's why he's saying Sniper Blick, because those are the only GDs in New York that we know about that's like popping.
Mass shooting where 8 Crips, Commandre sprayed his gun from the sunroof of a white Infiniti while 2 others fired shots from the driver's window and the left rear window on Hawthorne.
It's the Infinities, bro. I'm telling you, Black Air Force energy, it goes with Infinities. It's just that simple, bro. Infinities are niggas upgrade from Altimas, because the Altimas are the sliders.
Orange Street, prosecutors allege. Gonzalez said the gang members, including another rapper, Sleepy Hollow, are charged with committing 27 acts of violence and crime between March 2019 and the present, including using stolen cars during shootings to add to their territory and enhance their reputation. The gang used roughly 37 firearms, 19 of which were recovered by law enforcement to carry out 12 shootings of 13 victims, including 3 innocent bystanders, the DA said. Many of their crimes were caught on surveillance videos, and the members also boasted about their crimes on social media and in text messages, taking credit for certain shootings and assaults, prosecutors claim. On one April 6, 2021 shooting at a rival, a 53-year-old man and a 43-year-old woman were struck by a stray bullet fired by 3 gang members who then hopped in a getaway car being driven by Chef G, the DA alleged. Chef G and 3 others texted the next day about news articles on the shooting. On June 20th, 2021, a group of 10 H-Trade Crips brutally beat a fellow member who they thought had betrayed Chef G. The group came up on a target in a 3-car caravan near Flatbush Avenue, where they began beating him before throwing him in the car and continuing the assault later near Cemetery, prosecutors allege. The group beat, kicked, and stomped the victim until they were finally stopped when cops arrived, the DA claims. In quotations, we focus on the small numbers of extremely violent people who have made up their minds and they will continue to do violence no matter what happens. Small number of extremely violent people, but you indicted 32 of them. Eric Adams said at the press conference, in quotations, doesn't matter if they reach fame and fortune, they're going to use their fame and fortune to enhance their ability to access dangerous guns. Adams said the defendants have, in quotations, total disregard for everyday New Yorkers who are walking our streets. We are not going to surrender our streets to violence. And first off, I just want to say free Chef G, free Sleepy Hollow. They're just casualties in this war against drill rappers by the NYPD.
Hey, bro, funny. He said they're just casualties, but the papers are saying they the main niggas. But it's still freedom, boys. You feel me? Some people like to say the argument, like, what if that 53-year-old lady was your aunt or like your mom or something? You right, it sound crazy, but my whole thing is, I'm already on a F New York type beat already, because their laws are stupid. Their laws allow criminals to go crazy. You can't defend yourself. You're not allowed to carry. They practically don't believe in self-defense. If you defend yourself, you're gonna get arrested. Like, all that lets the little niggas think they could do a lot, and that's the problem. But you feel me? I still think that prison needs to have a way to allow niggas to keep making music, bro. Now, you know how many hits we could have got from R. Kelly while he was locked up? How many hits we could have gotten from TK while he was locked up? How many hits we could have gotten from, SHEFF while he's locked? When Lil Wayne was locked. A lot of niggas, bro. You got even New York niggas like JD is locked up over there. I'm telling you, they already trying to make money off of these niggas. They could do a deal. Hey, look, for your sentence, I think Coca locked up. MV Kane, right? Why you locked up? Shoot, even Slide. What's that nigga name? Shine. The GD nigga. Toast the goat. Coach the Ghost. He locked up, right? The prison system could literally do we take 50%. Shit, I think niggas would do it for 80%. Give them the phase contract. Dudes will literally sign at 80% revenue goes to the prison as long as they make 20%. Cause the nigga making out like, bro, the prisons pay them niggas like, if you work in prison, you get like $5 a week or something crazy like that. That's what I heard. But the prison gets 80%. Niggas will go for 80%. I'm saying 50% would make sense. And it goes to the prison, which funds programs, whatever. People will do music. Because I know they already got schools. They got automotive. They got different prisons with programs. It's like, why won't you rehabilitate these niggas? Let them make music inside the prison so they can know what they're really missing out on. Because the argument here is that these niggas, even if they make it big in music, they're gonna still go with that street life, and they're gonna use their music to push that street life. So what I'm saying is basically, while they're locked up, have them make music and really understand that the music is a way for them to get out of the street life, and it's really a key to the door. You feel me? So if they really like hone in on their talent while in prison, bro, because you see how niggas like get big while they in prison, bro. Imagine them putting as much focus into music while they're in prison. They could probably make their best hits while they're in there. You already got people doing automotive and like, you feel me? They're doing other activities. Why not have a whole recording studio? They could even partner with other labels. This is a whole nother, like, I don't think they've ever tried that. I would have seen an article about it. But, you know, why punish the fans? You feel me? That 20%, if the prison takes 80, could go to the families. Because, bro, if a nigga can make $1 million, bro, that's 200 bands that's going to his mama. Go for a house, go for something while he's locked up. It's that simple. Or they could do 50% goes to the prison, 20 or 30 goes into an account. I'm gonna get back to the account. The last 20% could go to his choice. Obviously, he can't do nothing if he in prison, but it goes to his mama or whatever. That 30% could only be released after, like, I'm not saying put them niggas on probation when they get out. I'm saying they have to act like they on probation for 5 to 10 years, and then that 30% that they made could get released to them. I think that's a way more positive program to do. But enough on that. Let's keep it pushing.
And it's very sad to see that young men in this war against drill rappers by the NYPD. And it's very sad to see that young men that come up out of these poverty-stricken neighborhoods trying to change their lives get wrapped up in these indictments, get told that they're basically modern-day mob bosses, paying people to go kill rivals and then taking them out to steakhouses and buying them chains. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I know how far the NYPD goes to try to stretch the truth and how good they try to make it sound in court, in front of a judge, and in front of the jury. And they just basically focus this whole article, and the news only focuses on the drill rapper's part, only focused on Chef G in this. They talked about Sleepy Hollow, but they seen he wasn't charged with anything crazy, and I don't know what his charge is looking like, but it looks like conspiracy. And the only thing that's good about this is a state indictment, not a RICO indictment, not a federal indictment. And we've seen with the RPT indictment how fast that indictment folded. He thinks should be home this year, if not this year, early next year. And there was many people that was a part of that RPT indictment that got hit with conspiracy that got out last year. Just goes to show you the length that NYPD and the state will take to just lock up drill rappers and anybody associated with them and paint them in a negative light. And it seems like in New York, a genre I once loved is now just completely going downhill. It's not because the drill rappers are falling off or making terrible music. It's because the NYPD and the state doesn't want to see them win. Free Chef G, free Sleepy Hollow, free Eli Frost. The whole winner circle's gone. It's crazy to me. Free New York Drill.
He right, bro. Free all the drillers, man. HSM in Boston too, bro. Got to, bro. The music is vibing, bro. I'm not saying the music condones everything that went down around it, but that shit is a way out for a lot of niggas, bro. There's gotta be a better way. There's gotta be a better way, bro. Y'all. OPV. That was Chef G, Sleepy Hollow, indicted for murder and shootings. I follow Demon Cam. I'm gonna subscribe to Brody right now because I ain't subscribed. I just had this video in like a playlist because I've been trying to stack up stuff to watch and react to. So, deuces. I was trying to make that shit look cool. All right, deuces.